Bukan hanya kesehatan fisik terancam atau terhempas selama pandemi, kesehatan mental juga. Jurnal Kesehatan The Lancet mencatat jumlah penderita gangguan depresi serius di seluruh dunia naik 28% pada 2020. Berhentinya interaksi sosial di sekolah dan tempat usaha dan ketakutan terhadap virus sendiri berada di balik lonjakan ini. Margaret yang berusia 87 tahun misalnya, lebih banyak di rumah bersama suaminya usia 92.
There are days when I'm really sad, but I don't know whether it's the COVID that makes me sad or the other things going on that were going on anyway. For us, when you know you don't have that many years left, it's a lost year.
Karena terisolasi dan paling rentan kena COVID parah, warga lansia beresiko terkena depresi. Tapi ahli kesehatan mental mengatakan justru kaum muda yang lebih sering mengaku depresi. Penelitian yang dimuat dalam sebuah jurnal kesehatan anak oleh American Medical Association menyebutkan sekitar 25% kaum muda di Amerika Serikat mengaku mengalami peningkatan depresi secara signifikan selama tahun pertama pandemi. Sejumlah penelitian lain termasuk oleh lembaga Gallup juga menunjukkan kaum muda lebih terdampak secara kesehatan mental akibat pandemi dibandingkan dengan mereka yang berusia paruh baya hingga lansia. Apakah memang kaum muda lebih terdampak atau apakah mereka lebih terbuka soal kesehatan mental?
I think in this country, certainly stigma has really changed in the last 20 years, and certainly with our younger population, they're talking about anxiety and depression a lot, whereas people, in my generation and older didn't talk about it so much.
Eva, usia 22 tahun misalnya, mengaku rasa isolasi karena kuliah beralih daring membuatnya lebih cemas dan depresi.
Being unable to connect with large groups of people in the way that, humans are used to. It was really hard just to wake up, being asleep was my favorite thing about the day because I didn't have to be awake and be thinking and wanting to be with people but not being able to.
Adiknya usia 14 tahun mengalami hal serupa.
It's important for kids to always be around each other, just that sheer isolation, which really made it difficult to kind of cope with all the other things when you're not getting just basic needs met by talking to other people.
Analis menilai perlu waktu untuk mengatasi dampak COVID terhadap kesehatan mental.
People have lost a lot in this last year and a half, it'll be 2 years, and they're going to have to put their lives back together. And I think it's going to take a while.
Menurut pantauan Asosiasi Psikologi Amerika, jumlah warga yang menjalani perawatan untuk kesehatan mental melonjak sedikitnya 10% selama pandemi. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi dan tim VOA.